Wondering why I'm yet to be complimented on the fact that I managed to get not one, not two, but three Manhattans in one world. That's the kind of value you just don't get from others.
Another criminal in the back.
The master says I won't make any progress in my training until I stop wearing overcoats and start wearing jeans. But it's so cold here. You'd think someone would spring for central heating.
Something must have gone down in the Cave of Dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past anymore.
It's really dangerous out there.
I'm going to need help getting this new forge to work.
Must find bad people.
Tampering with a Kang surveillance drone is a...
I'm the world's fastest runner. None of you will ever beat me. Think.
Hey, at least I'm still alive. Come on. Help!
Where can I find the simple life, man?
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen... This is new. I'm not in a comic anymore. Check me out. Square feet, head stud, unusual thumbs. This is awesome. I'm my own minifig. I need to get a pic of this before it wears off. If it wears off. Hello, Gwenpool. To whom am I speaking? The designer? Hello, Chief. Bonus missions? Yes, 100% I can help. But what about the guy who did it last time? Oh, really? Okay, boss. Sure, I'm in.
Bye.
Hey, so looks like I'm your host for these bonus missions. How cool is that? Choice bonus locations, awesome characters to play, and at the end you get yourself the all-important pink bonus brick. Wherever shall we go first? Welcome back, oh seekers of the pink bricks. Fame. She can be a cruel and fickle mistress. And my pal, Howard the Duck, is aware of that more than most today. He's not feeling the love from his fellow man for all his saving the day heroic do-goodery. I mean, that's not why he does it. but a pat on the back every now and again wouldn't hurt. What Howard needs to get people talking about him is a full-tilt, immersive, genre-defining, massively multiplayer online video game with his beak on the cover! As luck would have it, there's a Gamescon going on just the other side of the park. Exactly the place to pitch a Howard multi-platform title. Teeny problem. The Access All Areas passes for the convention sold out months ago, dude. You'll have to use some of your quack fu ingenuity to get past those lines and pitch your game idea to the panel. The guy next to Howard seems to want to help. Who is he? Let me check one sec. Forbush, man? Even I ain't never heard of this guy. I'm wondering if he's after his own game, too. That might be stretching things a little. But what do I know? If he can help Howard, then he's okay by me.
Hello, Manhattanites! Welcome to Timely Comics HQ, where we've got everything you could possibly want for all your timely needs. Come on in and get your geek on, people. This is ChronoCon!
Sold out? Well, that's just great. I knew we shouldn't have stopped for drive-through. Now we'll never get into the panel.
Hey, Howard, why don't we come up with a distraction? You know, so we can sneak in without needing passes.
Nah, that'd never work. Wait, I know. I'll create a distraction so we can sneak in without needing passes. Why didn't I think of that before?
Hey, that's what I just...
Pipe down. You'll blow our cover. Now to put my ingenious plan into action. Listen up, folks. I mean, attention convention attendees or something. We have a limited number of tickets available at the main desk downstairs for you to have your dream selfie with Tony Stark. That's right, Iron Man himself. Billionaire superstar, blah, 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 whatever. So hurry up. Well, would you look at that? A pretty flawless plan if I do say so myself.
Don't worry, all you lovely, loyal people that are still here. We've got so many other great guests for you. I mean, who needs Iron Man when we have the Shocker? So, come on in and meet your heroes. Get an autograph, take some selfies, and share them online. The world needs to know exactly how cool you are.
Blah, blah, blah. Time to show these guys what a 10 out of 10 video game looks like.
Gee, I hope that wasn't expensive.
Nah, it was already broke when I got here. Now this is what I call an upgrade. Iron Man, eat your heart out.
Man, that suit is, well, it's something. I mean, it's no Mark 17, but I'm definitely digging it.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
You know, the way that Stan Lee animatronic is tapping on the glass and waving for assistance is so lifelike.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now. Hey, give me a hand, will you? Get me out of here! Hey, give me a hand, will you? How do I get myself in these crazy situations? Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
Man, does anyone know his secret identity? Answers to me on a postcard, or preferably a less antiquated digital social media platform. Go.
Yeesh, what a heap of junk. Who'd pay to come and look at a glorified oven mitt?
That sounded smashy. Guessing that gauntlet has to be worth like at least $1 bajillion. Trust me, I'm pretty good with math. Concerned that Howard the Duck and Forbish Man are trashing the place? Not seem odd to anyone else? Just me? All right.
Get me out of here! Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
Looks like we've got some technical difficulties. Whoa, stand back, folks. And Super Green Skin Smash Troll Brothers is no more. Operation Capwolf is an X game. And say goodbye to Luke Cage bass fishing?
Hey everybody! Check out this brand new video game featuring yours truly. Available in all good stores in Chronopolis. And some bad ones.
Yes, this game is rad! The lesser spotted, much underappreciated Howard the Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Get over here, Howie. Victory lap time.
It really is that easy to get a game made. If you happen to be a duck in a time-locked city, that is. Sure, they all look happy now. But what about when they get 100%? What then? Does the game have any super bonus brick gathering bonus adventures? No? You'll need a day one patch, my friend, and Sharpish. Just don't let old Panhead near it. I think he's struggling with actual reality. Never mind the virtual kind. What am I saying? Howard's game has got Howard in it. It doesn't need anything else. Give me a copy. Let me through.
Just about to take a trip to the Antarctic, so this actually worked out.
If your home was lost or sliced in half during the formation of my glorious world, then...
Aw, you came to see your best pal in the whole world, Gwenpool. So many pink bricks. With a few more, you could build a tiny little pink house. attacks are no joke. Seriously though, it's really dangerous out there.
All this snow here is a waste of money, huh? Well, who's laughing now, Mom?
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum, where can I get one of those? Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom. Right, let's go get that fragment out of the cave. What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
I think the way Kang watches us with the... It's so creepy.
I wish that giant fireball on the Kronos building was a real giant fireball, so it'd melt all this snow. Of course, then we'd have a giant fireball to deal with.
All this danger lately really makes you realize how precious every moment is. Oh, a free snack bar for sitting through a 3-hour session? Flew across the world, Finland, and now it's ready to maybe priceless. Those plane tickets definitely cost.
That cool lock Dr. Strange has on his sanctum, where can I get one of those?
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky? Nah, probably unrelated.
At least she doesn't look like your mom this time.
Hey, bub, lend me a hand? I'm losing my mind trying to find the John in this place. It's like a maze up here.
I have a feeling I'm in for some strange tales today. I remember the first time I encountered one of these. It was back in...
I've noticed some criminal activity not far from where you are. You know what to do.
I don't know what the mook who designed this place was thinking the way it's laid out. And the buttons for controlling the doors are all over the place. Unless we just wired it up wrong.
At least she doesn't look like your mom this time.
shower the other day. I know it's none of my business, but I can't help wondering what was inside.
4 Manhattans. Ha ha ha.
This is your
I think we're getting close. I can feel it in my pipes.
At least she doesn't look like your mom this time.
Did you hear that exclusive sushi shop is just letting any old different thing down?
Is she? Or was it a he? Maybe I should have done my research.
Can you believe some people don't stay up to date with all the latest Hydra Pet regulations? How embarrassing.
Looked like something.
Any citizens having trouble dealing with their recent time displacement should contact their nearest Kang counselor or Kangzilla. He may be only a cardboard cutout, but I assure you he is a great listener.
We made it. Oh, thank goodness. Come to Papa. Wait, are those pumpkin bombs? Ah! I suddenly don't need the restroom. Please don't tell the guys about this, okay?
Interesting. I wonder if there is mention of this.
All this snow gear's a waste of money, huh? Well,
Don't mind me. Just a teeny minor situation at the old super supply store. All under control. Take it you noticed the floating? Very sharp. I spilled a drum of anti-grav on myself. Don't come in, though. It's all in hand. Oh, now, where's that emergency override?
All systems engage. Okay, let's show what we got.
all this danger lately really makes you realize how precious every moment is. Oh, a free snack bar for sitting through a 3-hour seminar? Don't mind if...
Hey, get out of here! This place is covered in invisibility serum. The you break it, you bought it policy still counts when you can't see it, you know. There might also be a little toxic goo spill, so watch your step. We keep the stuff in stock for our more villainous clientele, you see. There's something for everyone here. What? So, you're probably wondering how I, acquired all these fine products? Let's just say it was the luck of the claw. I mean draw. Luck of the draw. Yeah. What? Did I say claw? That's so bizarre. Oh, there we go. You really saved the day there, hero. Such fine work deserves a prize. If you take a nosy in that
cash register, there should be a little something something for your trouble.
Apparently there's some kind of exhibition happening up at...
What a collection I've got going.
See you again soon. Quick note, the water in those sprinklers is riddled with gamma radiation. I should have said it earlier, but if you're the real deal, you should be fine. As for me, no power.
Chilly up here, huh? Like, more chilly. No matter how old you get, nothing beats walking through
Quite a collection I've got going.
Hulk ready to smash.
The future is depending on me. Well, one possible future from a different reality, anyway.
Welcome, students. I am your sensei. Are you ready for the trial?
Turns out the Cave of Dragons did have an actual...
Ooh, I can't feel my face.
Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier? Maybe I've been up here too long.
These constant villain attacks are no joke. Seriously, though, it's really dangerous out there.
Flew across the world to get to Kunlun, and now it's right in my backyard? Enlightenment and martial art mastery may be priceless, but those plane tickets definitely cost.
Oh. Thanks. I'm gonna go take a hot bath.
We're cast also has done it again. The optical suggestions of the negative space bring the distinctive formal juxtapositions of Crowbar, Watermelon, Friday. Oh, the way one travels through the dog bowl. The artist has created a powerful metaphor for how one can be transported by flavors and magic dog bowls. Fascinating. I didn't realize this was an interactive piece. Truly fascinating. The ladder is a particularly apt piece given our current situation, for it is the very thing we need to escape this collapsing building. Fabulous, darling, just fabulous. Believe me when I say there are no artworks I'd rather be trapped in a building with more than these. That didn't sound healthy. Unless it was meant to do that. Art is so diverse these days. It's hard to know what the rules are.
Hey, thanks, guys. How dare these supervillains meddle with the most loquacious man in comics?
If you're interested, we have a sculpture on the bottom floor containing a celebrity. It's a little ghastly, but incredibly powerful.
Fly, but it was Ravonna's idea.
Two men.
Hey. Goons, bad guys, villains, crooks, enemies, whatever you want to call them. Go
Hey, it's me, Agent 13. Think you can help me get these elevators open?
Star-Lord, legendary outlaw.
I have a sneaking suspicion Alexander Lukin has a cosmic cube locked up in this building. I just need to get inside so I can check it out. Huh? Yes, I'm dressed as the lizard, and yes, it actually fooled the guards.
For the sake of Asgard, I must not waver.
Step right. All you need to do is make it up to the top of the tower without hitting the sensor. Complete the trial and you will be rewarded with a solid block of gold. Maximum 1 per victim. To begin, just use the switch.
Elevator is not worthy.
Hey! Whoa! What was that?
Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
Well, that's not technically a cube, and it's definitely not the cosmic kind I was after. That was bad intel. Very...
The massless field flux should self-limit.
Don't mind me, just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive?
So I've been thinking about...
Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing.
Looked like something big was
What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive?
Our star is probably still sleeping in his trailer. That boy can sleep through anything. Hurry and wake him up.
Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. The massless field flux should self-limit.
And try to look a little more awake.
But that's my secret. I'm always sleepy.
All right, the show's about to begin. I've saved you a seat in the front row. Sit down and behold the magic of musical theater.
Time to get to training.
I preferred the movie, and the book, and the dream I had that one time.
Think I might move to Wakanda. The weather there seems way better than here.
I'm sure you know the rule.
Isn't that the guy who played, what's his face? You know, in that thing?
No matter how old you get, nothing beats walking through fresh snow.
Yep. Definitely prefer these shows when they ain't doing the talking.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research.
A most whimsical charade.
Bravo! Bravo! Maybe just credible rather than incredible, but...
Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
Maybe we'll see you at a future show.
I wish that...
Thank you. Thank you. You're the real stars.
I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive?
Think I might move to Wakanda. The weather there seems way better than here.
I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. The massless field flux should self-limit.
I hate the way Ken watches us with those eyes. It's so creepy.
Unless someone objects in the next few seconds, I'm keeping it.
This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
You seen that superhero supply store? It runs, it always seems to be in some sort of...
Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. The massless field flux should self-limit. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. The massless field flux should self-limit. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? I hope he won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. The massless field flux should self-limit. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. I hope he won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject.
Howdy, folks.
What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? The massless field flux should self-limit. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? The massless field flux should self-limit. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. The massless field flux should self-limit. Step right up, whippersnappers, young and old. If you've made it this high, you automatically qualify for... This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? The massless field flux should self-limit. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear. Such agility! Most impressive. Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. The massless field flux should self-limit. What do I get out of all this, I hear you ask? What? Can a guy set up an elaborate assault course hundreds of feet above ground without some ulterior motive? I hope you won't be as disappointing as the last test subject. Beware the red steps. They have a tendency to disappear.
That was definitely not a career highlight.
Such agility! Most impressive! Or so I'm assuming. This is a pre-recorded message set to play after a certain amount of time has passed without failing. This is all extremely valuable data. Being evil is at least 50% research, you know? The massless field flux should self-limit. Not bad. I suppose you've earned your prize. Come back anytime you want to challenge the course. I could always use more test data, and there might be other rewards for you.
So, the bank called and told me my assets have been frozen. Get it? Because the city's literally frozen? But yeah, I'm also snowed under
I am the mighty Thor, goddess of thunder.
What? Okay. Nope.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got
Take down the crime that's happening right now, and you can win a fabulous prize. The prize is satisfaction and a job well done. Same as all the others. Sorry.
Thank you.
Your eyes in the water see anything yet? Squirrel Girl sent you? Good timing. We could always do with a little extra manpower. On top of our current chipmunk and fish power, I mean.
When SG asked us to clean Central Park up ready for the Fuzzy event, we thought she just meant picking up soda cans and stuff.
Whoever they got on snowplow duty.
What she declined to tell us is that a whole bunch of villain types have made this place their official stomping ground. We can't go 5 minutes without some random gang of goons showing up to cause trouble.
I guess you can't blame them. It is rather pleasant around here. Chilly, but pleasant. Anyway, we better get ready to rumble. My eyes in the water tell me we've got some trouble incoming.
Time to get to training. Saw a monkey fighting a bunch of snowmen earlier?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, guys, be ready. The Fish Force are telling me our enemies are closing in.
Wouldn't it have made more sense for the Chipmunk Corps to take lookout duty? I mean, it's not like a fish can take a high vantage point.
No time for that. Now, we must fight!
Do you want to think about what you're doing?
Time to honor our promise and clean up this park for good.
But with foot sweeps instead of street sweep purrs.
And shoving instead of... shoveling?
This is not our best material.
What are those sticks called that you use to pick up trash?
Trash sticks?
Oh, right. Kicks instead of trash sticks.
I'm all out. How many more are there?
Weren't you the one with eyes in the water?
Yeah, someone kicked dirt in the pool. Only thing they've got a visual on now is a big brown cloud.
Voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past him.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw out that frozen guy in the cave, but I got totally distracted. Ooh, that rock looks like my mom.
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea for a picture.
Find somewhere else to hang out. This is our turf now.
If you guys wanted to show up early, you should have sprung for the early bird tickets.
Time to get the train.
Oh no.
What? What happened?
I forgot to pay the deposit on that popcorn machine.
Oh boy. Doreen's really gonna let you have it.
No! Help me!
You seen that superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems to be in some sort of trouble. Yesterday she was purple. She'll learn to tune it out.
So here's something to start you.
Woohoo! Score one for the cleanup crew.
What's that? Our new hero squad name? I didn't sign off on any new hero squad name.
We can talk about that later. We're seriously behind on our preparations for the fundraiser.
Oh yeah! You're coming to that, right? It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have snacks, music, a MODOK cosplayer, all sorts of...
MODOK? That's who you got to MC?
He's the only guy we could get at this short notice. Anyway, it'll be a blast. Hopefully, we'll see you there.
What have we here? Perhaps there is mention of it in the halls of All-Knowing.
Looked like something big was going down on...
Something tells me that story doesn't end here. Let's wrap this saga up in a Gwenpool mission.
Thanks again for earlier. Stop by the fundraiser if you get a chance, okay?
Time to get to training.
White Tiger's on the hunt for bad guys. And anyone else that annoys me.
Squirrel Girl and friends, Koi Boy and Chipmunk Hunk are throwing a party in the park. Ahem. I mean, holding an awareness-raising event for the Fuzzy Foundation. Fuzzy, of course, standing for Friends of Unbeatable Zoocentric Youngsters. Maybe need to work on a snappier title. And also not hold the event in a snowstorm? Check out that sweet cosplay dude they've got to MC! That costume is awesome! It almost looks like the real MODOK. Oh yeah, so anyway, everyone was having a great time, despite the snow. But then strange things started to happen. Fight! Harsh words are bellowed, all seemingly in the vicinity of a funny-looking squirrel beast. This is not going to help improve the rep of woodland rodents. Squirrel Girl thinks she smells the work of an old foe, Robotoskur, aka Girl Squirrel. Some trickster squirrel from Asgard that spreads discord and general bad juju. Should it be sparking like that? Like it's a robot? These poor critter lovers have been mind-messed into breaking up the meditation class. And I don't think putting those turtles in the boating lake will make them less angry, guys. The water looks freezing. That's just a waste of good pizza! The suspiciously well-costumed MC urges the heroes to restore order and the good name of rodents everywhere. Go get 'em, forest friends!
Dang! I think we've seen this thing before, and we defeated it, but last time we had a lot of help. Oh, this could get messy.
They have hostages, and that music. Oh.
Not your thing? I'm kind of digging it.
Holy carp. That's beautiful.
How long have you been sat on that piece of solid gold punnery?
Since I came up with my name.
Is this really an improvement? Dang. Try again. Oh, now this is nice. If I had some nuts right now, you could leave me here all day.
Hey, give me a hand, will ya? How do I get myself in these crazy situations? Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
How awesome is this? I'm in the mission! This is so meta. It's like Gwenception. Anyways, to business! I'm running a face-in-the-hole stand. There are 3 boards around the park. When you find them, there will be a clue to help you out. Once you've done all 3, there will be a huge reward. Well, a reward anyway.
Get me out of here! Boy, I could use this superhero right now. Get me out of here!
This should be easy. Yo, Koi Boy, Sally Forth, speak to those turtles and tell them to cease and desist their harassment of the good people of New York.
I cannot communicate with these creatures. Are turtles fish? Are they fish adjacent? Sometimes I wonder whether you guys understand my powers at all.
I mean, they're kind of fish adjacent. I would have thought you could do that. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed.
Hey, don't be like that. I'm still useful. I'm gonna get in there and take a look.
Enough! Horrible rodents! Slippery fish! You may have thwarted my plan to discredit you, but no matter. We will just have to take more direct action! I have my AIM agents, Robotoskur. I have my superior intellect and my doomsday chair. And what do you have? A large bushy tail, a chipmunk punk, a floundering fish,
and a nutbuster!
Where's the Nutbuster?
Robotoskur! Attack!
Stark beefed up security. I had to improvise. Besides, this thing is cheaper to run. Get ready, MODOK. It's time to eat nuts and kick butts. And sadly for you, I'm all out of nuts.
genuine big evil floating heads a mile away. Remember I mentioned it in the intro cutscene? A real cosplay piece would have passed out by now from wearing all that paper mache. MODOK's plan to besmirch the good name of our bushy-tailed heroine is up in smoke. And Doreen has come out with even more cred than before. Hashtag ironic plan backfire, MODOK. All that's left is for Koi Boy to stop making fish puns. We get it already. And for the robot squirrel to get to tech support, then we can save progress with a clear conscience. Bye!
I've noticed a number of people complain. Pyramids I brought over in one piece. Just saying.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
Not sure who's behind it this time, but there's more trouble on your doorstep. Go get him!
If you have your camera with you, dear, I have another idea. Do you have time to take another picture for me? I'll give you some extra pocket money for your trouble. That's very kind of you, dear. Thank you. Now, what kind of picture would I like? How about a picture of that tall building that looks a bit like a futuristic traffic cone? I think it's a lab of some kind.
Looked like something big was going down on top of the Avengers mansion earlier. Think it had anything to do with that massive face that appeared in the sky?
Want to test your knowledge?
Demonix is hiring. Too bad they have such a bad reputation. And that name can't be doing them any favors.
one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
York do without Alchemax? Probably rely on some inferior brand, like Stark Fujikawa.
Did you forget what I asked for, dear? Not to worry. That's wonderful, dear. Thank you. Here's a little something as promised. Don't spend it all at once. I'll have a think on some more ideas for pictures. Why don't you stop by later if you can?
I flew across the world to get this, and now it's right in my backyard. Enlightenment and martial art mastery may be priceless, but those plane tickets definitely cost something.
Any citizens having trouble dealing with their recent time displacement should contact their nearest Kang counselor, or Kangzilla. He may be only a cardboard cutout, but...
I know we've got a whole new bunch of problems now, but I have to
ask. You've got bad guys causing trouble nearby. Ugh, they make me so mad.
If some kind superhero could see their way to saving me right about now, that'd be great.
You seen their superhero supply store? Lady who runs it always seems...
Whew, thanks. You had me worried for a minute there.
Great job. I knew you could do it.
He must have had a budget to stick to. Whoever they got on snowplow duty seriously needs to up his game. It's like driving inside a bounce house around here.
Maybe some new gloves would cheer me up.
Kang is watching you. Always watching.